What's up? It's me, the '90s kid, and I'm freaking pissed, man. I'm pissed at Paramount. I'm pissed at Nickelodeon because I went and saw the Ninja Turtles, and all I gotta say is it's not my Ninja Turtles. Effing TikTok generation turtle bull Kawabunga is what all that is. I hated it so much. It's upsetting to me that as a white dude in his 30s that Hollywood's not directing everything toward me anymore. It's appalling, and frankly, it's gonna lead to the downfall of Western civilization. That's just how I feel. And by the way, Mutant Ninja Turtles, more like woke Ninja Turtles, if you ask me, because April, look at April. I'm sorry, I can't keep this up. Truth of the matter is, though, that I actually thoroughly enjoyed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. I thought that the art style was really cool. Looked like, I don't know, like a high school student's doodles that have been turned into an animated feature. Everybody's over-exaggerated. It's a neat little art style. The sound is incredible in the movie, like the sound effects themselves, which is really important for an animated film. And the soundtrack by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross is awesome. Like, very, very unique. There were times that the music made me feel like what I assume raves are like in a club. I don't know. I've never been to one. But it's what I assume. The voice cast is absolutely incredible. Like, it's nice to hear the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles actually voiced by teenagers for a change. There's really good chemistry between all of them. From what I understand, they did what you rarely do in animated films, where they actually recorded everything together with each other. A lot of the humor is directed at kids. There are a lot of lines in there that, reference stuff that is going to connect with not even Gen Z. I guess, what's the generation after Gen Z? Generation Alpha? I don't know, but young kids, right? I mean, the thing about humor is it's subjective. When I go to see a kids movie, realistically, the humor's doing good if I laugh a couple times and I only roll my eyes a couple times, and the rest of the time when humor hits, it's inoffensive. And that's kind of right where Mutant Mayhem falls for me. The couple times that I did roll my eyes, though, I rolled them over until I was looking at my daughter. She's 8 years old. She was laughing at it, so it seems like it's connecting with, the people that it's supposed to be connecting with. I just kind of have to recognize the fact that I have finally reached that age where new things are scary to me. I don't know what it is anymore.
You wouldn't understand, Dad. You're not with it. I used to be with it, but then they changed what it was. Now what I'm with isn't it, and what's it seems weird and scary to me. It'll happen to you.
Going back to what I was kind of joking about, and what a lot of reviews that I've seen from people around my age are saying, this is definitely a different take on the Ninja Turtles, different to what I grew up with. My affection for the Ninja Turtles is firmly rooted back in the 90s and in the 80s. When this movie came out, I saw the trailers for it, and it looked like it was going to be pretty fun. And for whatever reason, it made me feel nostalgic for the Ninja Turtles, and I thought that I would try seeing it with my daughter. I didn't know if she was going to like it, but I thought it would be kind of fun. Just go see this movie with my daughter, see if she likes the Ninja Turtles. And she effing loved this movie. I mean, she thought it was so fun. She really liked Donatello. That's her favorite Ninja Turtle. My favorite Ninja Turtle was Michelangelo in the 90s. I can gladly say that it's still Michelangelo in this movie. My daughter has been kind of obsessed with Ninja Turtles ever since. She's like almost done with the first season of the 2012 show, which she started watching after we saw Ninja Turtles. By the way, that's a really good show. So this movie got her into the Ninja Turtles, which I think says a lot. It's obviously doing what it's supposed to be doing, which is getting a new generation of kids into Ninja Turtles. Now, there are things about this movie that make some pretty big changes to the Ninja Turtles lore. So in this movie, Splinter is just a New York rat that gets mutated. He's neither Hamato Yoshi himself nor Hamato Yoshi's pet rat. He's just a rat living in New York who gets mutated, who when he's younger looks a lot like Curtis Connor, which is kind of rude. I don't know why I felt like I needed to point that out. Splinter, I hardly know her. He's just a rat from New York who finds the Ninja Turtles, as they're covered in goop, gets mutated from touching them, and then he teaches them ninjutsu from TV shows. And the reason that he's teaching ninjutsu is because obviously as a rat in New York, he's pretty hated by humans, so he has paranoia against humans. He's not sort of the wise stoic sensei that you usually get in most incarnations of the Ninja Turtles. I can understand why that's going to be upsetting to a lot of fans. It bothered me at first. I will tell you though that Jackie Chan's performance won me over. When we were exiting the theater, we were talking about the movie, and my daughter said, Dad, Splinter's a really good dad. I really like how good of a dad Splinter is. And that's kind of what hit it home for me. I mean, that's what I've always liked about Splinter, is the relationship of him as the Turtles' father and, the Turtles being sort of loyal sons who want to please their father, and who, like all teenagers, end up disappointing him a lot too. That's all still present. I like this new take on the Turtles. It does seem to appeal to younger kids, because, the Ninja Turtles that I watched, they're getting up there in years. They're over 30 years old. The cartoon's over 30 years old, the comics are almost 40 years old, and the movies are over 30 years old. So it's what kids were into and what connected to kids 30 years ago, it changes, it evolves. It's not that this movie is wrong because its references don't connect with me. They connect with kids of today. Of course they don't connect with me.
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
That's just how it works. And I would much prefer seeing a franchise evolve and change and be fresh, because that draws new audiences in. And wouldn't you know it, that got my daughter interested in the Ninja Turtles. Over the past week and a half since we saw it, she started the 2012 series, and we've watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze, and she liked both of them. I don't know that I could have gotten her to sit down and watch those movies had she not already had an interest for the Ninja Turtles that was developed with Mutant Mayhem. That's the point of getting fresh takes on characters, is it gets new audience members in. So I would much rather see franchises take swings like this, try something fresh. Sometimes it's gonna hit, sometimes it's not. I feel like it hits now. I think this is great. I would love to see a sequel. I'm excited to see a sequel. I don't know. That's just my 2 cents. Have you guys seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the Mayhem of Mutant Mayhem? Have you guys seen Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem? And if you have, what'd you think of it? Let me know in the comments below.
Hello, 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 hello. I am my father's daughter, and I want this to be in his video, and hopefully it is.